Madam Toastmaster, fellow members and guests. Growing up, I spent almost every morning sitting at my parents' kitchen table, shoveling breakfast cereal into my mouth. Above that table hung a picture entitled, "Life's Little Instructions." Below the title were comments such as little suggestions on how to act, treat others, and be a contributing member of society. They were simple tips such as over-tip breakfast waitresses, look people in the eye, have a firm handshake, send thank you notes, and not being venal. For years, I read and reread these comments and thought nothing of them. Now, many years later, I find myself habitually practicing most of them and have even added a few little instructions of my own. As I began preparing for my icebreaking project, I thought, the best way for me to explain myself is to talk about my three most important life's little instructions. They are, number one, always seek to make yourself better. Number two, it's the little things that count. And number three, be grateful for what you've got. My first and most time-consuming little instruction is, always seek to make yourself better. Let's face it, life is tough, and it sure is competitive. It seems as though we're always competing against something, whether it's fellow job applicants, illness, nature, or fear. The simple truth is, if you want to succeed, you've got to put in the effort, work hard, and be better than your competition. And guess what? Your competition outnumbers you and is always working hard to be better than you. In the near future, I will be changing careers and will be looking for a job. In order to set myself apart from the competition and be the one that gets the offer, I know that I will have to be better educated, more experienced, and better socially connected than the other applicants. Using my little instruction of always seeking to make myself better, I have developed a detailed professional development plan that will force me to get out of my comfort zone, learn new things, and will ultimately give me the skills and credentials I need to land my dream job. I know what I don't know, and I don't know a lot. By setting goals and seeking to constantly improve in all areas of my life, hopefully, I will serve better as a husband, son, friend, and naval officer. My second little instruction is, it's the little things that count. Too often, in our rushed world, the simple act of taking care of the details falls by the wayside. From experience, I have learned that if you really want to make a good impression on someone, go out of your way to make sure their interaction with you is well planned, comfortable, and all the little nuisance details are taken care of to make your time together as hassle-free as possible. A while back, I hosted some guests that were reluctantly forced to go on a business trip that was jammed into their otherwise packed schedule. Even though I had never met them before, I volunteered to be their escort and vowed to make a good impression on them. For weeks prior to the event, I put a great deal of effort into setting up their schedules, confirming all arrangements, and preparing all accommodations. Upon their arrival, I cheerfully greeted them and spent the next few days running around with my hair on fire just to make sure everything went smoothly. Even though they arrived in a miserable mood, by the end of their trip they were laughing, having a good time, and didn't want to leave. That's when I knew it's the little things that count. Other examples of little things that count include holding the door open for people, when driving, letting others merge in front of you, and always making sure that the appearance of something is orderly and tidy. I am a firm believer that by taking ownership of a situation and putting in the extra effort to take care of the details, the hassle-free end result will far outweigh the means, and more than likely, all parties involved will notice and benefit. My third and most important little instruction is, be grateful for what you've got. With advertisements constantly trying to convince us that we need more stuff to be happy, it's easy to forget how good we already have it. It was a boring Saturday night. I was mad about something and was angrily flipping through channel after channel of tasteless television shows. By coincidence, I came across a show called The Happiness Advantage. I thought to myself, well heck, I want to be happy. so I chose to watch it. During the episode, the host, Dr. Sean Acor, provided 5 suggestions on how one can improve their mood. He stated that even if you follow just one of his suggestions for a 21-day period, you will improve your level of happiness. I thought to myself, I've got nothing to lose. So I grabbed a pen and wrote down the following suggestion. Each day, say 3 things that you are grateful for, and you may never repeat a previously stated item. For 21 days, I completed the task. Wow, Dr. Acor was right. I am much happier and am now much more thankful for all the blessings I never realized I had. This simple little instruction of being grateful for what I've got opened my eyes to a world of appreciation and opportunity that I otherwise would have overlooked. In summary, the best way to know me is to know my 3 most important life's little instructions. Number 1, each day I am constantly seeking a way to make myself better. Number 2, it's the little things that count. And finally, number 3, I realize how fortunate I am and am grateful for what I've got. Thank you.